moved to our last award, and I would like to invite on stage Dr. Monica Dietli, who is the Research Director at the French CNRS and Executive Coordinator on Initiative for Science in Europe. She'll be giving the awards to Professor Pierre Micheletti from France, a global health advocate focusing on the intersection of public health and social justice, particularly concerning migration and health disparities. Yes. Yeah.
So, good evening to everybody. To sum up in 3 minutes the essence of my professional and academic commitment was an interesting exercise. Indeed, it forces me to consider what I see as the very substance and of my career as a teacher and as a researcher. My proficiency is based on academic approach, but maybe more on the empirical knowledge I seized on the field from dealing with human realities. I am a medical doctor, and from my earliest professional experiences, I was drawn by the political dimension of health, issues on the effect of social inequalities on health. We don't all die at the same age, not due to a strictly biological mechanism, but because life expectancy depends on living conditions and exposure to threats which are highly connected to people's socio-economic level. This is the leitmotif of my functions, of the functions I have assumed as a practitioner and as a university lecturer. Another major aspect of my concern is international health issues and migration as a symptom of key factors for health inequalities. I wrote my medical thesis on the one-child policy the Chinese authorities introduced in the early 1980s. The effect on the country's age pyramid are now well known, and at that time I spent 7 months in Chengdu, Sichuan province. After this, I also know by different key positions in international NGOs, such as Médecins du Monde, Action contre la faim, and now SOS Méditerranée. In 2002, I set up a degree in health and social inequalities at the Faculty of Medicine of Grenoble. And from 2008, I co-directed the master's degree in policies and practices of international organizations at the Institute of Political Studies of Grenoble. Today, my research focuses on 2 areas. First, shipwrecks on the migrants' deaths in the Mediterranean, and the necessity of changing European policy towards this unacceptable situation. On the doorstep of the European Union, the Mediterranean is the world's biggest cemetery. 15% of shipwreck victims rescued by SOS Méditerranée since 2015 are women. 5% are child. Second, the economic model of international humanitarian aid, on which I have been working since 2018. I published an essay on the subject in 2020. A highly topical issue today, with the massive withdrawal of the American financial contributions to international solidarity. We now definitely need to find a new model. I am very honored to be here with you today and to have been chosen as one of the winners of the prize. I want to see this as a recognition of the humanitarian issues I worked on during my career up to now. Thank you very much.